Okay, there we go. The audio is now live. We are here. Well, it's been a very tumultuous time, but we are here. We are live. It is, of course, Game 3 of State of Origin. Now, you may be wondering, of course, as you see here, that's the time the game's actually starting. Why am I here? We've got about pretty much half an hour before the game does kick off, but I don't know. Could be a few things. Could be just like want to hang out, do some kind of talking pre-game. Some might say so. It could be the first stream out there, and people will pop up and click mine first. Who knows? It could be play for views. I don't know. But yes, we are here for Game 3. The game does kick off in about 25 minutes. No, 30 minutes actually. Fuck, I've actually really pulled the gun out here early. But one thing they can do, because I know there was a few people that watched from the last one that were struggling, because most people were trying to look for an actual stream to watch it, to watch the Game 3 of State of Origin. But I do need to give the the link, because there is a way if you are from Australia. I don't know if there's another way for, say, people outside of Australia, like New Zealand or New Guinea and stuff like that, but I do know that I will need to sign into chat to do this. So yeah. Shit, that did not work. We'll try that again. How to watch Origin. Go to this link. Bang. Then we're going to actually pin that to the there we are. It should look all nice and well. So yep, that's for Australia. Is obviously basically it's Channel 9's like live streaming thing. It's all free. It's like, it's not going to be like, oh, you got a free trial, but then you then it's like, oh, bazinga, we take your credit card information. No, it's how I'm watching Origin, and that's how we do it. I think during the last stream, apparently TV New Zealand were also doing the same thing. I'm not too sure, but we'll definitely have to look into that one. But yeah, so what's there to say in the lead up to this game? The game doesn't feel like that important. As we all know, New South Wales have already clinched the series 2-0. 150-6 in Game 1 and 26-0 in Game 2. But now, this game really only holds importance of two things. For Queensland to save face and go down at least fighting with making the series 2-1, or for New South Wales to win the game, making it 3-0, meaning not only is it a clean sweep, but it is also the only time in Origin history that a State of Origin series was a clean sweep and all games were played in one state, and of course that one state being the losing team. So there is a lot of stuff on the line. Basically, it's just Queensland to make sure they don't get embarrassed. Some people might say that they already have been embarrassed. So there is a lot of different things that can go into it. So if you do check in the title, it does say in the background and the actual title, I've added in brackets no footage. Basically, for those who don't know, because I've definitely not talked about it at all, but the stream got cut for Game 1, and I got a copyright strike by the NRL, basically trying to say that I was infringing on their copyright, even though I wasn't. But it took a while, but we did get it officially sorted out, so that stream's back up. So apparently it cut off like 10 minutes with 20 minutes to go. But at least at that point we only missed like one try, which is the try and the scoring that made it 6 to the 50 points. So it's not like much was lost. But so basically, let's just hope that the NRL doesn't try to do anything stupid, because I've also added a disclaimer to the top of the description of the video as well. So yeah, so in terms of team news for State of Origin, this was written up about an hour ago on the actual team sheet, so it could have a little bit of changes. So first things first, obviously there is definitely a few let-offs here for New South Wales, as 3 notable players are out due to injury. That, of course, being Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary, and Daniel Saifiti. Will James, nice to see you, man. So basically, big changes have had to be made, and they're bringing in, they promoted Jack Whiten, who was a part of the Blues team, but he was like a replacement 5'8", and they brought in Mitchell Moses as the halfback. I know a lot of people were wanting to see Adam Reynolds to be the Blues halfback. In my personal opinion, I think he should, but I do think Mitchell Moses should go all right. But one interesting adding they did have is to the reserves. So there's currently 2 reserves, because obviously one will be dropped and the other one will become the 18th man. Nico Hines, the fullback for the Melbourne Storm, is actually in the reserves for the Blues team, and the only other reserve is Clinton Gutherson, who is the other fullback from Parramatta. So it should be very interesting to see who will get picked up. Maybe one of them does move into like the subs, and maybe say like someone like Martin gets put down for the reserves. It could be a few factors really, but this year's going to be not only different, because we are injecting some beverages. This is we'll call it water. We'll call it that. Bottles of water, glass bottles of water. They're a big thing back in the day. Guess how many hours of sleep me and my wife? Only 3 hours, because maybe, but yeah, that's gonna be I feel like one of the biggest tribulations of fatherhood, but it's I can't say anything. I haven't had a child, but big ups to, and hope for you the health of both your wife and your son. And Soviano saying, "Go my Maroons, you can do it." I do feel like this would be the best chance for the Maroons. I mean, in terms of team notes for the Queensland Maroons, Kalen Ponga is in the team, which is a bit of a good relief for not only the Queensland Maroons, but of course the Newcastle Knights, who is a team that I support in the NRL. Had a really good game against the Cowboys. Very big. I think it was 48 points to 0 win there. But something going on at the moment. Moislayer claims that, "Man, I live in the US and in the NFL, they do not kick like the NRL." Yeah, it's a very interesting thing about when it comes to because a fair amount of the punters now. I don't think it's a fair amount, but I think it's like, I definitely know there's 2 of the punters now in the NFL are actually Australian. I think it's either, because I think they play AFL though, so it's very, because I know the 49ers, which is like sort of the team that I go for in the NFL. I couldn't tell you his name. It's but he's Australian, and very interesting thing to go see. And so other additions to the Queensland team, Hamiso Tabai Fido is coming in for the Queensland team, starting as a centre, but I do feel like it might change. Big ass Grumpa Smurf, welcome. So, it will be interesting because it says here that Kurt Capewell is listed as a, what I believe as a second rower, but I do feel like that may change. Maybe, I'm not too sure. I'm just going to check now if there has been any, like, changes to the team. And this is, like, as of very recently, so nothing looks wrong. It looks all pretty serious. What does nil mean? That means 0. So basically, is Kurt Thomas and Thomas Flegler. Yep, he is another addition into the Queensland team, and also one for the reserves is Kurt Mann for the Newcastle Knights. Kurt Mann's he's an all right player. He's just a bit too hot and cold, but yeah. Congratulations to him getting selected for Queensland. I mean, like, I know it's in the game where nothing means anything, but yeah. So, but aside from that, nothing else really has happened. Really? Oh, actually, no. There is one thing that did happen. Jai Arrow. Jai Arrow was actually meant to be the lock for the Queensland team this game, but he's been dropped because he breached something to do with COVID. He breached something. I'll have to search it up of what actually happened. Oh, okay. So he sneaked a woman into Origin camp. But I live in Australia. Oh, okay. But yeah, just nil just means 0. So basically, he wants to sweep the series 3-0, basically. So yeah, apparently he got unfollowed by his girlfriends. All the games are in the Gold Coast, Brisbane, Melbourne, and Queensland. Yes, that is a definite massive thing when it's come to the NRL. And also, basically, you had it's a bit weird how Melbourne's able to stay okay. I know Melbourne's had a bit of a COVID scare with a few cases. The big thing that was worrying about was the Italian fans of the Little Italy population in Melbourne celebrating when Italy won the Euros over England. So then the people were like, oh, okay. So they're a little bit worried about that. And also, as this game was originally meant to take place in Sydney, but because of the current situation down there, they had to move it. And it was either going to be Canberra, Newcastle, or Melbourne. They put it in Newcastle, which I was happy for. But 3 days later, because of, obviously, like, they're worried about COVID spreading up here as well, the New South Wales government did not allow the game to happen, so it's now been moved up to the Gold Coast, which pretty much all the rugby league has gone as well. So, big ups for the NRL actually getting into the game. Saying they should have done it 2 weeks ago. It's like, yeah, it's very hastily organised. Bill Stewart, welcome. Victoria's about a week away from lockdown again. Yeah, I live in the Newcastle area, and basically, because I actually start university next week, and I got an email yesterday saying that for the first 2 weeks of uni, everything's at home now. So I'm like, I guarantee as soon as that 2 weeks is over, we're going to be in lockdown. That's the whole thing. It's going to happen. Did you see the Argentina versus Australia in basketball? Yes, Paddy Mills with the 3. Absolute scenes. And Australia's actually going all right. We beat the Americans as well, and we just did a big win over Nigeria. So a lot of confidence going into the Olympics, but I do feel like once it actually is the Olympics, the Americans will turn on. So yeah, very interesting to see how the Olympics will go. Other not looking good, and NRL will be finished in Queensland if it's lucky. it wouldn't surprise me actually if the grand final does happen in Queensland. They'll do it at Suncorp, which is something that the Queensland government have wanted for ages, and now because of this current situation in New South Wales, they might actually get it. So about 20 minutes away from the scheduled kickoff, so I might as well actually log into the app. Wait, what university do you go for? I go to the University of Newcastle. So yeah, one of those, just turning on the stream. Good luck with viewing. I'm about 2 years away from finishing, but COVID keeps setting that back. Yeah, it's just a bit of a situation. But thank you for the good wishes. Just seeing if Nine Now actually does work. I'm trying to load into the stream for State of Origin. I mean, to be completely honest, it would have been really nice if Game 3 was in Newcastle, but of course, it is what it is, and if anything, like, in all honesty, I probably wouldn't even have gone if it did stay in Newcastle, because of pretty much how much of a risk it is. What are you going to do at uni? I'm currently doing a bridging course, which is, it's called Enabling Pathways, but I think it had another name. Basically, you do this, it's kind of like a new step kind of thing for, like, if you didn't, like, properly get into, like, straight from high school. And then once you do that, I can go into, like, a bunch of different courses, and I want to do, like, get into broadcasting and stuff like that. So yeah, this will be my final semester of it. Then the start of next year is when I would start to do the actual course. The stream's not going okay. 9 now. And channel 9. Don't tell me it's like, oh, the I did the same thing at TAFE Queensland. I didn't finish year 12, so I did 6 months of TAFE and got into uni that way. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I left high school, I went to TAFE to. Fuck it, Mira is one of the best things to study right now. 100%. But I did see that there was a few people that were a little bit pissed off because Addison Rae, who is a TikTok star, kind of got to people were hating on her because she was a backstage reporter for the UFC event. You know, the one where Conor McGregor, you know, that one. But it's like, they only ever use that situation, and people are going and saying like, oh, journalists work hard and stuff like that. And all that. Do you know where St. George Bexley is? I don't. I wouldn't know. Sorry, mostly. She's hot. I think she should have stayed. It's like, yeah, but and it's like people are going off her and stuff like that. So it's like, but usually those situations they put people there who are famous. Like there, it's like TikTok. They're trying to UFC are trying to capitalize with the TikTok audience because they're trying to entice younger people into like contact sports. It's kind of why like all the YouTube boxing with KSI and all that has done wonders for promoting boxing. So yeah, I'm doing this. It's not what you know, it's who you know. She blew Dana. Maybe. I think okay, so we're getting the beverages now on. They're doing a promo now currently for Queensland, basically for their place to be inspired, which by Paul Vorton. Which I completely I understand it's like the things and all that, but it's like, oh, to think about if this happened like what 8 years ago with when And on the long necks are we? Hey Ben, yeah. I'm on the Nelson County long necks. Yeah, I got 4 of them. This is me second. So we're basically just getting into it. So for who knows how long, at the end of the stream it might just turn into an absolute state. But who knows? On the old Crows, definitely. Drunk Z-Tank yeah, it's either going to be like the best stream of all time or the worst stream of all time. Like, I understand what they're trying to do with this ad about, like, oh, New Queensland are in the dumps and need to find something to inspire them, but it's like, it's kind of like, it's like, oh, they get belted one year, and it's like, no, we need inspiration. It's like, where were these things when, like, New South Wales got lost, like, 8 in a row? Like, it's a bit suspicious, or sus. I mean, this will be a big showcase game for Ponga. And this is also Josh Papali's 20th Origin match. So, big ups to him. It's, oh my god! So, obviously, this game is at the Gold Coast. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. It's really interesting. It's really weird to see the Gold Coast Stadium with fans in it. It's a very weird thing. Never seen that before in my life. Okay, we're not gonna talk shit about the Titans. No, we're not. It's like, I think that the only time they get a sold out stadium is like when it's Origin / when either the Broncos or the Cowboys are playing. I think there probably might be a few more Blues fans, maybe, than probably say Townsville, because I'm assuming there'll be a few people from New South Wales who live up at the Gold Coast because of I don't know, work reasons. This is 15 minutes ago. The crowd's not looking to... Oh, when Hayne played a few games. It's like... Yeah, oh. Oh, that owns a bit of a... Oh boy. How things have changed. It doesn't look sold out. It's not sold out at the moment. There's still a fair few seats, but I mean, like... It's still 15 minutes so that people could come late, but it's also... They only just moved the game to the Gold Coast, so it's... Yeah, it's one of those. Oh, God. Currently got Andrew Johns talking, bruh. Fuck. Andrew Johns. What a unit. What a boy. Badirisov, what a boy. what a bloody boy. Oh, Mario, hello, my man. What's up? Do you know where Hurstville is? I do know where Hurstville is. Yes, I do know. I know there's a Hurstville have a they have they have a soccer team that plays in like one of the MPL divisions. I do know that. So I do know. I know where Hurstville is. Okay, 10 minutes away. Okay. So kickoff is next. Shows Darius Boyd. Oh, quality. Nah, Darius Boyd's a good player. It's like, I do like Origin when it is competitive. Like, I understand why people, like, some are saying it's like, oh, this is like one of the worst series in terms of competitiveness. Damn. So basically, I think what's happening is I think Vorton's doing his like his last call. So basically, he's talking about how will this team have like the New South Wales team the motivation to probably have like an era of dominance like Queensland. Legal, I put up, New South will be driven by a dozen years of Queensland dominance. They try to flip the script. Yeah, this will definitely be the closest game of the series. But if I was to give a prediction, I would probably say New South Wales to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Queensland come out all guns blazing. Because they kind of need to. They really need to. It's like, it's so weird. It's like game 2, they started fairly well. Like, they started alright. But it's just after the first 10 minutes, it just went to shit. Yeah, it's definitely not sold out, but it's one of those things. Because I know Brisbane has a few issues with COVID as well. I don't know if they're in, like, some kind of restrictions, but it is a little bit weird. But, I don't know why I'm wearing headphones, because I feel like a stupid idiot. We need to think of, like, some kind of drinking rule, because with this, I've got 2 others, and I intend on drinking all of them. What rules do I need? I'm opening the floor to you lot. And don't say anything weird like, "I'll drink for every pass," because I don't want death to take me. I want to live past 25. Oh, this clip's definitely going to be... I shouldn't have said that. That clip's going to be played. It's like, oh, what went wrong? Oh, I'm dead. It's like... Should definitely have not have said that. But, Bill Stewart, I'm on the Gold Coast. It's like normal here, but a case was found today in Ipswich. Yeah, it's like Newcastle's normal. Like, obviously, it's like we've got the regional restrictions. Basically, like, you know, wear your mask if you go out. If you go out to dinner, you can have your mask on, but then you sit down and like take it off. Then you're fine. But I have heard there is a few cases in the Central Coast, which is very close, and there's have been a few Sydney people around the area. Like, when I went to the Zoo Spark fight, someone from Sydney tried to get in and he got fined. Because at the doors, they checked everyone's licence. Roosters have been downhill since Brett left. Yeah, but I definitely feel like they can bounce back with Sam Walker. Hopefully they don't run backwards or anything. Big ups, National Sports Load. How are you, mate? Just masks, but everything is kind of normal. It's like, yeah, it's... The thing is, though, it's like, I wear masks not just for like, oh, to stop breathing COVID. I wear masks because my breath smells like shit. So it's like, yeah. Hello, Mason. What's happening? So, 5 minutes away from kickoff now. Are you hyped for Game 3? I am, but it's one of those. It's like, we've already won the series, so what's the point? But the fire is mostly for, can New South Wales sweep Queensland, which would be more funny. But what are some drinking rules? Well, since we're here, we might as well go through the team lineups for the State of Origin. So first off, with New South Wales, we've got James Tedesco, Brian To'o, Latrell Mitchell, Tom Jaboyevich, and Josh Adokar as the 1 to 5. Jack Whiten at 5'8", and Mitchell Moses at halfback. Junior Paulo, Damien Cook, and Dale Finucane as the hooker prop. Cameron Murray and Tarek Sims in the second row, and Isaac Yeo at lock. You've got Apasai Coruscant, Angus Crichton, Payne Haas, and Liam Martin in the interchange. Nico Hines and Clinton Gutherson in reserves. Face recognition is why I like Miles. Apparently AI can tell you apart from the way you walk and shape of legs out. Yeah. Hello, lightsaber. James Ollie, can you show the game where you're not allowed to do that? Like, I'm not allowed to do that, unfortunately. But if you are from Australia, if you just create an account for like 9 Now, you can watch it for free. That's how I'm watching it now. But yeah. If we can get a clean sheet, then the Baby Blue Dynasty will begin from then on. I mean, that's the plan now. And hello, Catherine. So now for Queensland, Kalen Ponga at fullback, Valentine Holmes and Xavier Coates on the wings, Dane Gagai and Hamiso Tabuai Fido in the centre, Cameron Munster in the 5'8", and Darry Cherry Evans at halfback, Christian Walsh, Ben Hunt, and Josh Papali'i in his 20th Origin match as the prop hooker prop, Kurt Capewell and Felice Kafusi in the second row, and Tino Fasumalalua at lock. I think I actually got that. Maybe not. AJ Brimson, Moega Fodawaker, Francis Molo, and Thomas Flegler in the interchange. Kurt Mann and Cohen Hess are the reserves. So yeah, there's definitely empty seats. I mean, that's what kind of happens when you've got like the game gets moved twice, and you know, stuff like that. So here come the Queensland team, because I'm assuming this was meant to be a New South Wales home game. So very interesting how the Queenslanders come out first. Very, very interesting. It's definitely like a 90s game where it used to be the home team came out first, then the away team. So yeah, very interesting. So Kalen Ponga is starting in this game. The crowds aren't bad. The crowd's not bad, but it's like when you have the overhead shots, you can see some like empty seats in the corner, but like you expect. And here comes New South Wales coming out onto the field. This to be the first time, trying to achieve for the first time since 2000 of New South Wales sweeping Queensland. But obviously with that Panthers core a little bit in tatters with Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary out, it might be a few changes. But Jack Whiten making his first appearance as Blues 5'8", so good luck to him. What's up, big hairy double shit? Love you. Love you too, Justin. I'll drink to that. Apparently tickets are $200 per person minimum for the game tonight. Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Is that $200? What the fuck? If that's the case, holy shit. Everyone's got to make money somehow. Oh, shit. They're playing into Sandman. $200. That's fucked up. That's ridiculous. Like, the cheapest tickets for Newcastle was going to be $50. So basically they're doing the Welcome to Country now, and they're going to sing the national anthem. And then we're going to get into the final game of State of Origin football for the season. I'm sorry, $200. That's messed up. That's grand final level of tickets, and even that's ridiculous. But anyways. Oh, there's a fair few Blues fans, actually. I mean, there's definitely more Queenslander fans, of course, but there is a few Blues fans. I'm assuming people up there, because I know there's a few people from Newcastle live at the Gold Coast. I wonder why. Gold Coast is like the Newcastle of Queensland. I hope the Maroons can get some points. There's a, I think well, the welcome to country guys. Go the Queenslanders. So there goes the welcome to country, and now comes the anthem. You can't get more Australian than that. That's got to become like a thing. You got to down a drink during the anthem. Rockhampton is Newcastle, Queensland. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Gold Coast is like bombed up, but Manly's just bigger. Slow down, big guy. The game hasn't started yet. I don't care. We're getting straight into it. So the this is going to be a nightmare. I might pass out by half time. So here we are. So the anthem has been done. The formalities are fuck. The formalities are done. We are underway. Getting close to being underway now. So we're getting ready now. I believe it's New South Wales that are going to be kicking off. They're going to be running the right of the screens basically this way, and Queensland will receive the ball first. So here we go. Will New South Wales get the sweep? We are underway officially. The game has just started. Queensland receive the ball on the 5, and here comes the first. Oh, it's a big hit on Coates, and Coates will get dragged back onto the 10 for the first tackle. And now the ball's going to Josh Papali in his 20th game of Origin. It'll be picked up on the 15. Now it's going to be given off to Fasua Malawi. Makes it to the 20 for the third tackle. Now that's the number 8. That is Christian Welsh now making it to the 30 for the fourth tackle. They're giving off to the left. It's back to Tino now. Onto the 40 for the fourth tackle. Now last tackle here for last tackle actually. So it's Kits back to Cherry Evans. It'll kick on the 35. And it's going to be taken there by James Tedesco, who will get brought down on the 20 for the first tackle for the Blues. Now here's Adokar, the Fox, beats 1, beats 2, but he'll only make about not even 5 metres for the second tackle. Now Brian To'o, Mr. Sheesh himself, makes it to the 30 for the third tackle. Now that's that's Tedesco again now. On the 35 for the fourth tackle, still inside of the Blues half. Now that's Isaac Yeo now. He gets, that's a Finucane on halfway. Now last tackle, there's the kick from Mitchell Moses. It's a high bomb. It'll be taken on the 15 by Queensland. I believe that is Xavier Coates. And it'll be brought down 50 for the first tackle. Shout out to Una Vakaluta. So here's the second tackle now for Queensland. They're on the 20. I think it was, don't know who. So Cape Ball now, third tackle on the 30, on the 25 now for the third tackle. Now that's Welsh, gives it off to Papali. He gets brought down on the 30 for the fourth tackle. They're giving off the ball now. Kalen Ponga, his first run. They got past down the side. Both of them looked a little bit forward, but looks okay. A few offloads. It looked like a put down, but it looks like it's all okay. So just shy of halfway now. Last tackle for Queensland. Here's the bomb there by Cherry Evans. So it's 6 more. Surely it was like 2 knock-ons there by Queensland. Anyways, it looks okay. Definitely shepherding, but Dane Gagai's gotten the ball, his first touch of the game. And now Queensland 25 metres away from the try line for the first... No, now here's the number 12. That's Felice Kafusi. And Kafusi now on the 15. That's from the first tackle. Why wasn't a Maroons knock on? I'm not too sure there, but... And it's going to be a Queensland penalty. Surely you go for the 2. Queensland should go for the 2 here, surely. Come on, it'd be like... It'd be a third of the points they've gotten all series. I mean... No, we're going to be impartial. We're going to be... Surely at this point you go for the tap. They're taking a break. Can you please show us on your screen? Sophie, I can't, unfortunately, due to the NRL will just strike the video down, unfortunately. But if you are from Australia, you can create an account for 9 Now and watch it on 9 Now. I don't know if it's for if you're from New Zealand, because I think somewhere around TVNZ may be doing something. I'm not too sure, but anywhere else I can't help you, unfortunately. Yep, Queensland are going to be taking the 2. Valentine Holmes now. This will to just about 5 minutes away from the match, and this will make it 2-0 to Queensland. Yeah, man. It's a fucking... I need to have a shave at some point. So this kick here, this to push their overall points for the series to 8. And he's got it. So for the first time this series, Queensland lead. So it's now 2-0 to Queensland, 5 minutes gone into this match. It was a strip. Oh, okay. That makes sense, if it was a strip. So there we go. Queensland are getting the first points of the match. That's definitely a momentum thing. And there's kickoff then. They didn't even show the kickoff. Well, I'm just having a beer. Miracles do happen. So Papali gets the ball for the first hit up. He's on the 10 for the first tackle. And now that's Big Tino now. Oh, it's a one-on-one strip here by New South Wales. Cameron Murray's gotten the ball. And their first tackle 15 metres away from the try line. A brilliant strip there by Cameron Murray for the Blues. And now it's Junior Paulo now, inside the 10, 5 metres away from the try line, second tackle, but it's a set restart anyways for... So that was the first. There's a big charge, and Cameron Murray, oh that was Finucane, sorry, just short of the line. And there's some steps here, and that's Whiten now, third tackle, still 5 metres away from the try line now, New South Wales. Yeah, needs to be a bit careful. He almost knocked it on. Fourth tackle. Moses the pass. Tedesco's now with the ball. Tedesco's still going with the ball. Able to get brought down on the 15 now. Last tackle here for New South Wales. They're going to go down the short side, down the right. It's a grubber there by Latrell. And that's going to be a knock on by Queensland. That's surely a double. No, it's going to be a penalty. Penalty to Queensland. Fuck, am I behind? But it says it's live. Oh, fuck. The problem is, though, it's like, unlike KO, my TV is in front by 20 seconds. Okay. Is that a genuine thing that's like the actual streaming service is behind? Alright, that might be a case. You aren't behind. Okay. I've tried to reload it. I guess we've got to try our best. So Queensland will get the ball in their 30, and it'll be the first tackle now on... They're going to get dragged back here. The number 3, that is Dane Gagai. So here's the number 8, that is Christian Welch now on the 40 for the second tackle. So now that's the number 10, that's Josh Papali now with his, I think it's his 4th carry of the game. Now Queensland go past halfway. It's Kalen Ponga now with the ball. You'll always be behind because you're streaming it from the internet. Oh, that makes sense. He said first tackle on TV. It was the 5th. Righto. He's on KO, I think. I'm on KO. KO don't have the rights. It's Channel 9, so I'm on 9 now. Okay, so if it's possible to please try not to spoil. No, I know it probably won't happen, but Brian Toa now with the take there from the kick. He's gone through here, makes it 20, makes it a 25 for the first tackle. That's a brilliant run there by Brian Toa. And now is that Turbo Tom? That is Turbo Tom. Gets it to the 25. No, the 35, sorry, for the second tackle. Now that's Jack Whiten, I believe, on the 45. It is. Now Tedesco. Tries to shove it down the side. Murray, it's given a pass off to Tedesco, and they're now 30 metres away from the try line now. Channel 9 is better than KO. It's like, I think it's because Channel 9 also have the right. It's a 6 again for New South Wales. Channel 9 has the rights to State of Origin and the Grand Final, so KO won't have it live. It's the same with the AFL. Now Tedesco now, that's Finucane now, 5 metres over the try line. Second tackle, Junior Paulo, the big fella, trying to pile over. But again, short of the line now. Third tackle for New South Wales. But it's a set restart again. Queensland need to be careful here. That pass has gone backwards. Latrell's picked it up. He's still going. He's beaten 2 tackles. He was going to be dragged back almost to the 30, but he's now back on the 10 now for the second tackle for New South Wales. So now Finucane trying to power through again. And that is 5 minutes away from the try line now. Third tackle. They're trying to go down the side now. As that is Cameron Murray now for the 4th tackle. No, it's a Yeo now, sorry. Oh, I must be definitely behind because apparently New South Wales have scored. It looks like we're about to find out what happened. Latrell's just broken through. And Latrell Mitchell, who is my pick for the player of the series, he has to get it, has gotten the first try of the match. Fairly simple. Brilliant run here. And that is 4-2 to New South Wales. So, yes, I am very behind. Maybe it's got to do with maybe like my stream setting. So it's like of latency, which causes like a little bit of a delay. That probably might also be another reason. Latrell Mitchell, what an absolute talent he is. It's now 4-2 to New South Wales with the kick to come. 10.5 minutes gone there. Just a brilliant step. Cook, 2 players lacking. You'll definitely pick a winner. I think I'll back Latrell Mitchell to come on, big man. Boom, boom, shake the room. Yeah, it was, I feel like Tom Trbojevic got for game 1, but Latrell, like, holy shit, game 2. He's too good as a Queenslander. I know what it's like when we had GI. Oh, that's an interesting comparison. That'd be a nice side-by-side comparison, GI and Latrell. It looks like Latrell's actually doing the kicking because it's relatively right in front. And this kick here will make it 6 points to 2. As I show Damien Cook for some reason. Honestly, I don't think Tedesco honestly deserves he did well, Tedesco, to set up tries, but I don't think he deserved to get game 2, the man of the match. And here's the kick from Latrell. It's straight down the middle. It is now 6-2 to New South Wales. 11.5 minutes gone. It's impressive to play this well with a belly like what he has. He gives me inspiration. It's kind of like when George Rose played and he was like chunky. But no, my wife thinks Latrell is too chubby to move that fast. I'm surprised she thinks I can move it all with that line of thinking. Yeah, it's like even To'o's a big bloke as well, relatively speaking, but he moves quick as well. Maybe they know something we don't. So here goes. Here's the kickoff now from Queensland, and it's a low-driven one. They're trying to force it out, but it's going to bounce up on the 10. It's genetic. He's just got it. Yeah. It's kind of like Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo. He was even fat, but he could still curl it into the top bins like it was no one's business. So second tackle, that's Cameron Murray now on the 25 for the second tackle. Now big junior Paulo makes it to the 35. Now down the short side now. Oh, that's brilliant run there by Tarek Sims now. 45 metres away from the try line now. For the fourth tackle. Cameron Murray now trying to break free. Gets to 35 metres away from the try line. It's definitely not the weed in Australia. We got the best in New Zealand. Yeah, apparently so, because I watch like Fits and all that, and they say that the New Zealand weed's pretty good. So there's the last tackle kick from the 40. It's high up in the air. Ponga takes it. Brilliant take there, and you get brought down on the 10 for the first tackle. Brilliant under pressure take there by Callan Ponga. And Xavier Coates now gets brought down by Damien Cook around the same area for the second tackle. And that's number 3. That's Dane Gagai now making it to the 20 for the third tackle. Hey, Tunetank, I've tipped your Knights to beat the Storm this week. I actually wouldn't be surprised because because there's only like 2 Knights players in the in the Origin team. I think we might have an actual real chancer. Sailor Seni, who scored, it was Latrell Mitchell for the for New South Wales. As Brian Toe saves the this 40-20. Do you think Queensland will get a try? They'll get a try. So that was from the first tackle down. Oh, that's a big hit there. And Queensland are going to pick the ball up here. And just as you say, and Valentine Holmes has scored, but they're saying it could have gone full. Hang on, what's happened here? It's a knock-on by Queensland. Because the tackle and the pass, so we got the ball and the tackle, it may have touched the Queensland player. The Queensland player, so very unlucky there. Come on, give it a try, Justin. You were fucking hell. That was like timed to perfection almost. But so you had the ball. That was number 7. That was Moses, and it does touch Valentine. No, was it Valentine? Yeah, it was Valentine Holmes with the elbow. So it does count as a knock-on. So New South Wales dodged by a bullet there. Would it not? Would that not be played at and loose carry from Moses? It's hard to keep up. I feel like it's one of those that could go either way, maybe. So Turbo Tom now with the ball for the first tackle on the 35. And I believe that's Tarek Sims now on the 40 for the fourth tackle. Still inside of their half. That's not Tarek Sims, it was Karen Murray. He passed it, not lost it. Yeah, it's a who knows. So that's halfway, just short of halfway now. New South Wales on the third. And now this is Tarek Sims there with the ball. Brilliant post-contact meters from Tarek. 40 metres away from the try line now on the fourth tackle. They're going to go down the short side here. It's Tedesco. And Tedesco will get brought down just shy of the 20 now. Last tackle here for New South Wales. It's a high bomb here. A lot of pressure here. And it's taken very well there by Valentine Holmes. And here comes the charge for the 20-metre restart. And a big side tackle there from Matt O'Carr to stop the charging run. But it's going to be a set restart as well. So from the 0. So Christian Walsh with the ball. Good night and greetings from PNG. Gabagata Village here in broadcast. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Virgin. Shout out. So it's Tino now. 45 metres away from the try line. It's now the first tackle. And Munster gives it off to Josh Papali, who gets brought down 35 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side now. As for Silva with a long pass out to Valentine Holmes. And Valentine Holmes will get brought down on the 20 for the third tackle. There's an intercept. Apparently, yep. It's been patted down by Latrell Mitchell and passed it to Jack White, and that's a brilliant bit of play there. And now Brian Toa now with the ball on the 25 now for the second tackle for the Blues. Bro, Latrell, bro. So here's the third tackle now for New South Wales. They're on their 30. That was Finucane with the ball. Blues look a bit clunky. Yeah, it doesn't look as solid as like game 1, but it's He's hiding out. That's Yeo now with the ball. Gets to the 40 for the last tackle. Now they're going to kick it back. Moses now with the kick behind the 40. And it's going to be picked up there by Kalyn Ponga on the 10. He's going to charge in. He was going to get brought up on the 30. Oh, he gets all the way to the 40. That's really good meters there by Kalyn Ponga. And now Cherry Evans goes straight from dummy half and gets another bunch of meters as well. And he gets 45 meters away from the try line now for Queensland. Oh, it's a bit of a flat pass from Capewell, but it's picked up there by Holmes. Still 45 away from the try line. No, Capewell. So now 40 meters over the try line now. It's the second tackle, I believe. There's a bit of play, and Queensland have gone through and scored. It is Hamiso. Queensland on debut. It is 6-6 with a kick to come for Queensland. Well, fuck, who needs it? It's on the TV. We've got you. Talk to us through the game. I mean, cheers. Cheers, man. So the man from Kansas, Billy Slater says, has scored a try. So it's now 6-all to and with a kick to come, and this will be right in front. So it should be 8-6 to the Queensland Maroons, which means finally Queensland has proven to us they know how to play State of Origin. Caden, I can't show the game unfortunately to copyright, but if you are from Australia, there's a link in the pinned comment where you can create a free account on 9Now and watch the game. So who scored this try for Queensland? That was Hamiso Tabai Fido, who scored the try for Queensland. So it's only the second try they've scored have now equaled the most points they've got. What about for New Zealand? There's I don't know, but I know someone was talking about maybe they were doing something on the TVNZ website. That's, I think, about if they were doing something like that. But if not, I can't help you, unfortunately. Sorry. I said he would have had a shot in a fat spot every time Queensland gets points, so I'm a happy guy. But which team does he play for? He plays for the Cowboys, I believe. Hamiso. So this conversion now, this will put the Queenslanders with the most points they've scored this series, as we're about 19 minutes gone. There's the kick. And it is it's 8 points to 6 with a kick to come. There we are, we got the update now. So, Queensland are ahead. Robert Muller, 89, just saw the notification. Thank you for subscribing. Do people in New Zealand watch us? Yeah, the fair amount of people actually do watch us. I feel like the big rugby countries do watch it. He usually plays wing. Oh, yeah. So now New South Wales kicking off. Queensland are here to play. We need to get together sometime, I think, and really turn it on, you know what I mean? Get this place lit. That's the dream, obviously. We need to wait till COVID's not a big pain in the ass. So now here's Dane Gagai now on the 25 for the second tackle for Queensland as we just crossed, just about to cross the 20th minute. So Papali'i gets brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. And now Tino gets brought down on the 40. Good meters there by Tino. Playing in the stadium of his own team. And now Ponga's trying to break through there from dummy half. He gets brought down on halfway for the last tackle. Now Munster now with the kick. It's a high ball. And caught by his teammate Addo-Carr. Thank you, Robert Muller, for the sub. So now Trbojevic gets brought down in a tackle. That's the second tackle. I believe it's on the 25. Yes, it is. So from Tedesco now to Brian To'o. To'o will get brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. They're going to go up the field now. That's Junior Paulo now just about short of the 40. Still inside of New South Wales half for the fourth tackle. And now Tedesco going in quickly. from dummy half. No, it's Cook actually. He goes brought down on halfway. And our last tackle here for New South Wales, and there's the kick from Moses. It's going to be picked up here by Holmes. It'll get brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. Play the vid on a small screen, bro. Mark, if I would, I could, but even if it's like a tiny little thing, it's like even if it's like I wear glasses and the screen reflects onto them, it still would get me screwed over. It's a very weird thing. So now this is the third tackle for Queensland, who've gotten the ball now on their 40. And there's a charge. That's the number 12. That is Kafusi on halfway for the fourth tackle. And now that's Queensland now in 35 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle. Here's a kick from Munster. Bit of a short one over the top. And it's picked up by Tom Trebojevic on the 15 for the first tackle. Big shout out from New Zealand. Shout out to all the to New Zealand out there. Now that's Tedesco. Gets brought down in a tackle. Now Brian To'o now gets brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. If I could, I would. Sounds like my life. Yeah. So Whiten gets brought down now on the 35 for the fourth tackle. And now Cook now with the run. We've got numbers down the side here. Addo Carr now. Getting stepped on. And Addo Carr still going. Oh! That's a bloody shot in the back from behind. And he's not looking good. That was a shoulder to the back. Big shout out all the way from PNG, Kira Village. Queensland acting dirty. Good morning from Southern California. Yo. Big ups, Andrew. Go the Pies. I need to do AFL at some point. The thing is, it was with the tackle, but it's a shoulder to the back. So basically, Tino goes in with a shoulder to the back. The thing is, though, it's not contact with the head, but it is a little bit doggish. But Addo is down. Hey, big guy, I would normally be watching it live, but my miss had the phone, so we have Sky go. Well, she's not home yet, bugging me. So was last tackle. It's 40 minutes away from the try line. And the thing is, though, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, in terms of the law of the game, there's nothing wrong with it, but from the viewer's perspective, it's a bit of a dog act. The one thing I definitely don't miss about watching it on Channel 9, the ads. Just KO, you just watch the full game. So the play hasn't continued yet. Addo Carr, sure, it's not a penalty though. Shout out to my mate Riley. Big ass Riley. Should have been a sim bin. I think a sim bin, but it definitely looked intentional. I will say that. He's being escorted off the sideline. Oh, so he's okay. So he's continuing on. Big ups Addo Carr. Holy shit. So now last tackle now. And there's the kick up in the air from New South Wales. It'll be taken by Coates for Queensland. Hello, all the way from PNG, East Sepik Province. Oh, man, a lot of people from Papua New Guinea out here. Shout out to all of you. So Dane Gagai now gets brought down just shy of the 20 for the second tackle. Oh, bit of a decent hit there on Christian Welsh on the 20 now for the third tackle. Now, Tino now, is the score real? Yes, Sophie, it is real. Queensland are winning. 8 points to 6. So now that's Kafusi now, just shy of the 40 now. Last tackle for Queensland. Kicks it back to Cherry Evans for the kick. It's a brilliant take there by Addo Carr. I'm so glad Ricky Stewart doesn't coach New South Wales anymore. Finally, they are free from his tyrannical abuse, but damn, he was a great player. Oh, he's a fantastic player, and it's like, I just don't know what the hell's happened with Canberra. Now Toho now with the ball. 45 minutes away from the try line now. Third tackle. And they're going to go down the left, short left side here. I think that's Tedesco. Tedesco now still going. Tedesco will get wrapped up though. 30 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. And now Cook gets a bullet pass there to Finucane. But now 20 metres away from the try line. Last tackle for New South Wales. It's a kick up in the air. And it's been batted back. And it's a grubber kick. It's still play on. Queensland, Munster's with the ball. And he tries to get out, but he's been thrown into touch inside the 10. Brilliant way for Munster to get the ball out of the goal line for a goal line dropout. But you feel like in that situation, because you've been dragged out inside the 10, you'd much rather to go out over the goal line and kick it. Brilliant kick there, though, by Cameron Murray. Razzle dazzle and magic, then into touch. It was fairly good play, but like in those cases, I think you'd much rather be tackled in goals. Do a Sam Walker and run backwards. So from the scrum now, it's Junior Paulo now, 5 metres away from the try line. First tackle. And that's a charge there. And it's a knock on by New South Wales. That was by Finucane, and the Queensland players get some motivation in there. I mean, it's like 2 games too late, but still, I mean, yeah. There was a big opportunity there for the Blues to take back the lead. That looked like that was knocked out by Molo there, I think, maybe. I don't know. Of course, Fatty, you want to challenge it. It's against your bloody team, bruv. So it's a scrum feed now to Queensland on their 10. So now Munster now will do the scrum. And it's a set restart for New South Wales as Tom Trbojevic is bleeding from his eyebrow. And now it's number 16 that is Fodawaker now on the 20 for the first tackle. And now that's Molo, who gets brought down on the 30 for the second tackle. Inside the 10 off a scrum is a penalty. Deserves more than 6 again. Yeah, hang on. What the hell's that? Didn't like the Roosters get like a penalty against them for that? And it's an early kick there, and Tedesco has picked up the ball on the 10 for New South Wales. I don't understand why they kicked it that early. And now Toa will get brought down on the 10 again for the second tackle. And now Tarek Sims now on the 15. Queensland, and it's a 6, but it's a 6. Queensland are definitely fighting hard, but it's a 6 again here for New South Wales. Now Latrell now on the 25 for the second tackle. Now Paulo runs into Big Tino and he gets on the 35. It's an offload here somehow. Brilliant play there by Paulo. What's going on? Call it like it is, my man. So that's Tom Trbojevic now past halfway for the fourth tackle. And I believe that's Payne Haas now. 40 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle for New South Wales. Early kick there by Moses. Up to Ponga. Ponga takes it beautifully, but gets brought down by Murray. To the 15. And now that's Xavier Coates. That's a little bit of a shoulder into the chest there by Paulo. And now Queensland now, they're on the 30 now for the third tackle. Still inside of their half still. And now they're on the 45 now for the fourth tackle. Ben Hunt is always been on the field. And it's an early kick there by Munster for an attempted 40-20. It's not going to curl enough out. Hang on, what's the trainer for the Queenslanders is like where the ball is it for Queensland or New South Wales? It's New South Wales actually, my bad. Is Sam Walker playing? No, he is not. There's Tom Trbojevic now Gets brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. And now that's his Angus Crichton now on the ball for the fourth tackle, just shy of the 40. Big meters there by Crichton. Opposite charge there. Payne Haas almost breaking through now. 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle. Whiten now. Gives it off to Latrell. Latrell trying to get a pass off. Gets it off to Sims. And it's gone backwards there by Whiten. And it's a grubber into the dead ball. So it's going to be a 20-metre restart there for Queensland. As we're just about to tick over to 10 minutes left in this first half. Big tackle there on Xavier Coates for the 25 for the 0 tackle. Sub Zane, what's happening, my man? So now on the 35 now for the first tackle. And now that is Valentine Holmes now on the 45 for the second. Who scored the first try for Queensland? That was Hamiso Tabai Fado, who got the try for Queensland. So here's the third tackle for Queensland. They're right on halfway here. As Cherry Evans giving the ball off to Kafusi. .45 metres away from the try line. And Munster is giving it offload off now. That's Josh Papali now. Last tackle here for Queensland. 35 metres away from the try line. It's a high kick up in the air. To'o. It's gone backwards. Oh, that's a brilliant block. That's surely a knock on there by Dane Gagai. I think it's been batted back. They're checking out on Latrell apparently for the contest. So they're saying that there could be a potential for a penalty try maybe. I'm not too sure. So it's gone backwards. So we're having a look here. That's a knock on by Gagai. Another brilliant effect there where Toa has stopped a try. So it was an escort run by Latrell, so there's no impeding. So it's a knock on there, so it's no try for Dane Gagai. Oh wait, so it was an escort run, so it's going to be a penalty to Queensland regardless. I guess they're trying to not make sure Queensland loses going through. Oh, what? Who said that? Big shout out to all those who have joined our beautiful comments here tonight. He's not much to look at, but his job is solid. Definitely. But the thing is, though, it's a common thing that all the players do for jockeying. But this time is when it's a penalty. So it's a penalty to Queensland. They're about... What do you do here for escort? I mean, if we're talking about someone from State of Origin for escorts, I mean, technically fucking Jai Arrow should be fucking done for an escort because he brought a bloody escort into bloody training camp. So here's the first tackle now. That is Molo, I believe. Inside the 5 now. A try here for Queensland will definitely set the mood going into the sheds. That's Papali. That looked forward. It's not going to be called. So 5 minutes away. Second tackle here for Queensland. And Cherry Evans now with the ball. He should have passed. And now third tackle. Still about the same way. 5 minutes away from the try line. And that's Papali. Sure, that's another forward. So fourth tackle now. They're about a metre away from the try line. Ball down the side. It's a grubber kick there by Cherry Evans. And Toa will bat it out of the way. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. Apparently a few players brought girls back from the strippers, but Jai was the fall guy. Yeah, apparently he got unfollowed by his girlfriend, apparently, so it's a proper, like, something's happened. Oh, so there's a big section of Blues fans. Okay, so there is a fair few of them. I would probably say it's like, I don't know, like 85-15 to Queenslander fans, I'd say. So here's the first tackle now for Queensland from that goal line drop out, 30 metres away from the try line. And now that's Fodawaker now, who's now 15 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Now they've got numbers here. It's Ponga now. But Ponga will get wrapped up there by Mitchell Moses, and it's a 6 again to Queensland. Isaac Tafuka saying, to show the game, I can't, mate, unfortunately, due to copyright. So still the second tackle. Ponga now, pass to Tobai Fido. He gets brought down on the 5 for the third tackle. What do you think of Hines as the 18th man? I think it's a good selection. He's been really good for Melbourne. So now Fodawaker now, 5 metres away from the try line again now. 4th tackle for Queensland. They go down the short side. The ball's gone bouncing. To'o trying to tackle Gagai, but Whiten and Gagai will get brought down. And now last tackle here to kick on the 15. And it's going to be a penalty for a Shepherd. And as they all celebrate with... Cherry Evans celebrates with Ponga, definitely not like that was a flop. So it's another penalty to Queensland. So according to... For Cherry Evans... no, not Cherry Evans. Jonathan Thurston, they're telling the players to go for a try. So here's the first tackle, 5 metres away now. Here's the second. That's Moses now getting brought down. Another 6 again, and it's going to be... So time on, it's another penalty. They're giving a warning straight away now. Offside inside the 10. So first tackle now, 5 metres away. Munster trying to get some play for it, and that's going to be brought down there by Coates. So it's Kafusi. 10 metres away now, second tackle. So Molo now gets brought down on the 5 metres away for the third tackle. So now Munster now to Ponga. And it's gone to ground, so it's going to be a knock-on by New South Wales. Fuck me, they're really trying to get Queensland to score here. So at least they've been consistent with that ruling, so it wasn't knock-on. So again, it's going to be a scrum feed now for Queensland. They have to score off this. So scrum on the 10 now. Ponga now with the ball. Ponga will get brought down on the 10 by Tom Trebojevic. That is a knock-on if you didn't play it, but something happened the other way where Valentine Hines with it, and it was given the same tackle. I mean, it was given the same calling. So now second tackle on the 10 now for Queensland. That's Fodawaker now. 5 metres away from the try line. And now pass from Munster to Ponga. And it's a flat one there to Tobai Fido for the 4th tackle. And Munster will get brought down 15 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Queensland. And Cherry Evans with now a kick. And Toho's gotten the ball. I just didn't know if that was like battered back. So New South Wales have dodged the ball from all those repeat sets. New South Wales have gotten the ball back. So second tackle now inside the 10. And it's a 6 again now for New South Wales. First tackle now on the 15. That's Tarek Sims. And now Brian To'o. Is Reece Walsh playing? No, Layla. He is not playing. So Angus Crichton now. Why aren't you showing the game on video? It's because if I was to show the game, the NRL would see that I'm using the footage and the stream will be cut off immediately. So Drabojevic now is breaking through here. Can he get a fend off? And that's a 2-on-1 strip, surely. Hang on, so Munster is bringing the tackle in, and then Molo just bats the ball out. Surely that's fucking 2-on, whatever. New South Wales is good. Now they're probably going to score the other ender. Second tackle now for Queensland on their 35. There's just a minute and a half remaining in the second out. Mana Olatuki, big ups. So now 45 on the third tackle. Put a mirror behind you. Thanks for this video as well. I can't watch it, so this really helps. Thank you. So, on the 45 now, it's the fourth tackle. That's Papali'i now. Gets brought down 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Queensland. There's the kick from Cherry Evans as one of the Queensland players almost ran in front of Cherry. And Tedesco as he gets hit from behind by Gagai. It's a good tackle there by Gagai. And now Latrell gets brought down on the 10. Layla Erickson Howard shout out. Yep, go ahead. And now To'o now gets the ball now just shy of the 20. He will get to the 20 for the third tackle. And it's Jack White now makes it to the 30 for the fourth tackle. There's 40 seconds now remaining. Now Tedesco makes it past the 40 now. Last tackle for New South Wales. And here's the kick from Moses. It's a big bomb. And it's taken by Bonga. Bonga. Callum Bonga, the Facebook page. Callum Bonga. So there's the first tackle now. 15 seconds remaining. It's on the 30. So here's the second tackle now. 10 seconds remaining. Val's shoulder is... Oh, fuck. That's interesting. If his shot... Oh, this could be big. Valentine Holmes is clutching his shoulder. But anyways, that is the halftime whistle. It is 8-6 to Queensland. But with Valentine Holmes clutching his shoulder, you got to hope it's only a stinger. So there we are. So we are at halftime. It's a very, very much even. 6-8, and it's like, I know New South Wales haven't played that great, but then again, you got to also kind of consider how, even if Queensland win, the shield is ours. Let's go Blues. Can I get a shout out, please? Fuck's sake. Manolo Tuko. Big up. So, Hunt eyes beaming. So basically, that was a brilliant job, my big man. So yeah, so we are at half time. Basically, Cameron. Oh my God, Cameron Smith's got the murder gloves on. So it's I mean, to be fair, it's like for comparing with New South Wales, basically having to change a complete attack core because obviously it's all built around Cleary. They're doing okay. They have been a little bit sloppy with their defense, but yeah. So I haven't been drinking that much. I have realised. Cameron Smith, or now known as Patrick Bateman. I feel like American Psycho would have been a lot different if Cameron Smith was instead of Christian Bale. So there we go. So we are at half time. I'm just going to sit here and we'll just talk until the second half does start. something that is happening, which I actually do brought up because there are a bunch of ads for it, for Beauty and the Geek. So everyone knows what Beauty is. I think Cam would kill that role. So Beauty and the Geek obviously has come back as a show, and it's now. I think it's like, I don't know how far it is relatively, but it's getting in. But myself might actually make an appearance for Beauty and the Geek. And before one of you says, "Oh, you're one of the geeks," fuck off. No. But yeah, what do you think went wrong with New South Wales? I think it's just a bit sloppy. They definitely did the tighten up. It's very good that Queensland actually for New South Wales, Queensland didn't score then, because it would have been a lot different if it was 14-6 instead of 8-6. But so yeah, there's actually a section of Beauty and the Geek where it's filmed at like some kind of pro wrestling event in Sydney. Wait, what? Are you in Beauty and the Geek? I am technically, but because it's I'm not one of the geeks, but I'm basically in the background of one of the so there's basically one of the challenges, like there's this wrestling event and they've got to create characters and shit like that, and me and one of my mates actually went down for this because it says it's like for a show for Channel 9 and everyone's trying to figure out what it is. But then when you saw Sophie Monk walk past, it's like, oh, okay, so it's for Beauty and the Geek. And she actually sits dead in front of me, meaning that the camera's going to be on her. So hopefully you get to see this mug. Bearing in mind it was filmed about 4 months ago, back in March. So, yeah, will be interesting to see when that episode does go up and I just get bombarded with messages saying, holy shit, what the fuck, why are you here? So yeah, so hopefully it goes well. But so yeah, so it's not like it wasn't like it's like it basically, like, all the premise was is because we just saw an ad for it on Instagram saying, oh, there's this free taping event for a national TV. You couldn't film it, you just go in. When the episodes come out, you're going to gain 1K subs, just watch. Oh, I should have made some kind of merch. Like, I should have wore, like, a hat. But yeah, so, hopefully there's a shot of me. Did you see the people? Yes, I did. I did see, the people. They were in character for this, wrestling thing. Because I am a big wrestling fan, so, because I go to, like, shows out in Newcastle, and all the wrestlers, because it's for the company in Sydney is PWI, like Pro Wrestling Australia, and majority of the wrestlers who wrestle for them actually wrestle in Newcastle, so I actually knew all of them. So, no, not personally, but no, and all that. Watching from Fiji, shout out to Fiji, man. So yeah, don't know when that episode is coming out, but when it does, yeah. Straight talk, what do you think about the transgender New Zealand heavyweight lifter? I have heard about, because I know it's been a bit of a situation coming into this. It's like WWE or Olympic, WWE. It's not like, they're not Greco-Roman, it's like... But, it's the whole way. It's a thing. It's because I know, like, biologically, like, the muscle build up for men and women is different. So it's like, and it's just like, I feel it's like so a guy who is obviously doesn't identify as a guy. Like, I'm completely fine with people being transgender. It's like, I don't care. It's like, you do you kind of thing. But it's like, I don't know if it's hard. It's hard to say because you can't exactly say anything without, being cancelled, because it's like you got to like sort of filter it. To be honest, I know it's just not fair on the ladies who work hard at their chosen sport. It's like it's hard. It's hard to say, but it's like I do feel like they do need to kind of look into that kind of thing about how to better do it. Like who is AJ Brimson going in for? If he's in the team, I'm not too sure actually, but yeah, it's just a bit of a. It's just a very odd. What do you think of women rugby league? I like all sport, even if it, like it's like all sport, even if it's women. It's like I love watching the women's rugby league. I like watching women's soccer. So because I've been recently going to because my mate's girlfriend plays in an all age women's team, and I've been going to a bunch of their matches, and it's like obviously the quality is like not going to be as big as the men, but as obviously if you don't like put that in mind, it's like it's just and like honestly I in 2016 I went to the when they had the Australian New Zealand tests for in Newcastle, and honestly the women hit harder than the men, to be completely honest. Like they proper go for it. Perhaps a different type of Olympics Open where transgender would be welcome as well as other. It's man, it's a hard topic to go around, but I feel like it's a topic that does need to be discussed. You know, the fastest woman in the world would rank 200 if the men sprinting weightlifting at a woman where you could spend half your life as a grown man, and this lady is a unit too. I'm an Australian captain if I didn't tear my hammy in 94. Cheers, Vladimir Putin. It needs its own category. Yeah, it's like it's a hard thing to discuss. Because there was a South Park episode about it, I remember. Can you imagine if New Zealand and Australia became one nation? We would dominate Olympics and every sport franchise on the planet. So, like I'm kind of like Team GB, like that big, like Team Anzac. Or I think women's Origin match this year reminds me of the '80s footy style. To be honest, Brazil's development and potential to be appreciated over time. And it's like obviously like and also with the women's game of rugby league, it's like what there was 4 teams and they play like 8 times and then it's a grand final. But I do like that they have added new teams, including Newcastle, because they've been building that up for a while. So it is good to see. But yeah, there's also this thing about one of the American sport track stars was banned from going to the Olympics because she got caught with weed in her system because she smoked it because her mother recently had just died, and she was doing it to try to calm down. And it's like, sorry Dwayne, I can't show the game unfortunately, but if you are from Australia, you can make a 9Now account, and create a free account. You should be all good. But if not, I don't know if there's a thing for TVNZ, but anything else, I can't help you with that, unfortunately. I think New Zealand's women's 7 team are definitely going to get going and probably face Australia in the finals. Yeah, to be completely honest, I haven't actually paid attention that much for rugby. She was an athlete and did it as a protest. She was the poster girl for US Olympics. Oh, actually, hello, Reuben. Yeah, it's a very whole interesting thing coming into the Olympics. Like, in all personal honesty, it's like, don't mean to get political. This is probably like the most political I ever get. It's like, weed's not a performing enhancer. It should be legal. There I said it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Gone and overturned a political compass. Bang. Straight far left. No, it's just... It's like... Bro, it's like, it's not a performance enhancement. It makes you want to eat fucking food. That's all it does. Yeah. Forwards when he's like, it's like goes to rip bong to prove, but no. But yeah, I am hoping to do some. Oh yeah, the Suicide Squad. Yeah, I've seen a fair few advertisements for that movie. What did you think of the Euro 2021 final? By the way, I go for Italy. I watched about a little bit of the second half and all the rest of the game. It's England did all right. I mean, Italy's goal was a bit jammy, but it's like it's like one of those what can you do? With the penalty situation, I think Southgate should not have put those young players up to take them in those high pressure situations. Too many ads, menu log. Yes, I can't. I kind of work for menu log, but yeah, obviously like then with the whole racial like social media shit, because the players that missed the players that missed the penalties just happened to be people of color, and it's just fucking just it's weird. It's like how if they scored their penalties and England won, they would have been singing their names, but because they lost and because they are people of color, it's just fucking disgusting. But I do feel happy for Italy. I do feel like Italy definitely did well. Arnold Schwartz or whatever said he used weed to gain muscle and maintain his diet and sleep. Huh. Very interesting. Finally, my phone is here and I get to watch the game, but I'm going to keep you on live. Cheers, man. Wow, that's really depressing to be thinking of it like that. Yeah, it's just like... Well, the thing was, though, when the penalties were happening and I did see Marcus Rashford step up, I just instantly knew he was missing. I didn't say anything because I was with two of my mates who are English. And I didn't say anything because of... But, yeah, it's just very unfortunate for England, but props to Italy. I mean, they played very well. I mean, they're the first team in Euros history to win back-to-back games on penalties, so you got to have a very good kind of bottle to do that. Oh, come on. I'm fairly certain after these ads, we should be ready for the second half. Can I do the catwalk? I've got no space in my room to do that, unfortunately. Cepho. Italy have never lost a game to England in a big match. Yeah, and also, like, Italy were, like, undefeated in, like, what, 3 years, apparently, or something along those lines? It's just hello, mate. Well, a lot of people today. Cheers, Frenchie. How are you, mate? Don't lie. Here's the thing. The thing is that I can. Physically, I can. It's just that I've no place to, like, put the camera because... I'll put the lighting to see that bit because it's like what, a meter of space, and like I have to change the setup. Scrap that. Italy has never lost a game this year. Yeah, Italy are undefeated for 33 games. That's mental. What beers are you drinking? I'm not drinking beers actually. I'm drinking Nelson County bourbon cola long necks is what I've been drinking. Have you seen Tomorrow War? No, I have not, but I have seen the ads for it. It does look interesting. It's got like, it's got Chris Pratt and the teacher from Whiplash. And Whiplash he's a really good player. Hey Zach, just tuned in. Sleepy must be so jealous of what I just saw. Yeah. You need to start by Rugby League Live 4. Yeah, definitely. I definitely need to look into getting like isn't there rumors that like the fifth one's coming out this year? I saw some of the fifth one's coming out this year, but obviously they've had to stop because of obviously what's going on. And when Italy beat Turkey, I said to my mum, Italy going to be the underdogs that win the Euros, and look what happened. You'd be cheering. Yeah, you'd be definitely cheering. New Rugby League game out this year. Yes, I might hold on to that. And to be honest, I haven't played a Rugby League game since Rugby League 3 on the Wii. Like, it's been a while. The fifth one has been delayed for 2022. Okay, that's fair enough, and I believe the game is back on. They've cut back to State of Origin now, a big 40 minutes ahead. So now, it's 8-6. It's very close. Keep drinking. Queensland now walking out to the field now. So I assume AJ Brinson's coming on for Valentine. Yeah, he's got ice on his shoulder. He's not coming back out. Give a shout out to my daughter, my man Jada is her name. Big shout out to Jada. Remember the challenges? If what happened, you were down to beer. Yeah, I was trying to think about ones to do, but I just couldn't think of anything. Corona beers, cause he's like, I can't stomach beer. I'm a weakling. So here we go. New South Wales back onto the field. Just ignore that. The game, for me, the game hasn't started back up yet. And that's what I said to confirm. Not fake at all, unless they delay it again, which would really I'll be really pissed off about it. If they do delay it again, then I might consider getting, because it's still full price on the PS store. Every time a 6 again, skull. If the Blues got the sweep, you're down to beer. I already downed one when the anthem was playing. I'll do every 6 again. I'll have a drink. Big shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, big ups. So Queensland kicking off. They are running that way. No, that way. And New South Wales get the ball. Bro, put some R&B on there. Bro, if you think like the NRL's stingy about using their content and UMG about music, put up on the top. Yeah, I should actually do that. So that's Tom Trbojevic now on the 25 for the second tackle. Just bear with me with a second. I'm just going to add a text file so I can put up a. Will you ever do tipping videos? I'll probably only really do tipping videos and when if I can barely do any games for streaming. Because I think I've only done the one now. Okay, drink for every 6. Again, and there's a kick from New South Wales. It's picked up by Ponga, and Ponga will get brought down on the 15. Do you only stream NRL? No, I don't. I do soccer. Oh, fuck's sake, it's spelled wrong. There we are. Stream the Eels versus the Titans. You spelled again wrong. Yeah, I know. I fixed it up. So Queensland now. That was the 4th tackle. They're on their 30 now. Here's Josh Papali now. Brought down on the 45. Get off the ball now. Last tackle here for Queensland. The ball's booted up the field. And it's going to be taken there by Mr. Brian To'o. And To'o will get brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. Now you got James Tedesco now. Gets it to the 35 for the second. Now that's Tarek Sims now. Getting it just shy of halfway for the 3rd tackle. Now gives it off to Whiten. Now to Crichton. Bars. So Crichton now makes it past halfway. Now in the Queensland half now for the 4th tackle. And now Trbojevic. Gives it off to Tedesco. And Tedesco gets ended up by Gagai, who also drops the hammer down. And there's a big kick there. It takes a bounce. And the bounce is waiting. And car from behind. That's a fucking. Without the ball. Brilliantly weighted kick there by Mitchell Moses. It bounces and the. Who was it? I think it was Coates. It touched and he caught it and fucking ball. Oh, it wasn't Coates. It was the hammer. But fucking Addo Carr became the hammer there. Oh, that's a good one. So there's a goal line drop out there by Queensland. It's picked up there by Angus Crichton. And it'll be given off. No, that's Angus Crichton. Oh, a big hit return there for Queensland. So there's the first tackle. 25 metres away from the try line for the Blues. Now Payne Haas trying to break through. And he's now 15 metres away from the try line. Fight! No way. No, no, no. Oh, my God. What's happened? Cook now. Cook, 360. Gets it down the line. Still now on the 10. Oi, what the fuck? Oh, there's fucking you fucking Munster. Fucking Munster getting in his fucking face. Yeah, fucking putting his hand in. Fuck me. So Queensland have gotten the scrum feed. Are they going to review that? Oh, fuck me, man. So it was a knock on and then Munster got in his face and put their hand in. Like, fuck me, man. How the fuck? You should be streaming every game because you're in lockdown, right? Technically, no, I am not. Knock on, like I know some of you guys are ahead, but it was like I'm having a go. But apparently, Queensland have knocked it on. Was it first tackle? Oh, yep, that's a knock on the 10. You lucky shit. Yeah, unlucky there for AJ Brimson with the knock on. And New South Wales get the ball back 10 metres out now. Sorry if I'm spoiling for you, but no, it's all good. It's just I mean it's kind of like because of the stream, it's like it's inevitable, but it's all good. Fucking hell. Why the hell did I'm sorry if I sounded bloody passive aggressive there. I didn't mean it. So pass down the line here. It's White now, 5 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. Cook gives it off to Payne Haas. Haas now 5 metres away. I won't do it anymore. No, it's all good. It's all good. National Sports Loader. It's just you're drunk. That's why. Time to slow down. They got numbers. Trebojevic. He's going to get brought down. 5 metres away now for the third tackle. Tedesco gives it off to Moses. Now to Crichton. Crichton still with the ball. And Crichton will get brought down on the 10 for the fourth tackle. You're going to go down the line here. Whiten now. 10 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for New South Wales. It's a grubber kick. And it's batted away there by Coates. It's going to be a goal line dropout to New South Wales. For Queensland. You guys can start to enjoy the games more than the commentary. Yeah, cheers, man. Hang on, there's the video reference. Apparently, could there be like a late hit on Damien Cook? Why the hell did that go to video ref? So apparently it was a potential call for an obstruction on Damien Cook. So again, it's going to be a goal line dropout by Queensland again. So there's the kick there by Cherry Evans. It's a monster kick past halfway. And here comes a big charge now by Payne Haas. He gets down on the 35 for the first tackle. Now Crichton will charge in and he'll get brought down on the 25 for the second tackle. Cook. Now to Yeo. Tedesco now gets brought down on the 15 for the third tackle. Now Haas. Haas now inside the 10. Now this will be fourth tackle now for New South Wales. They're passing it down to the side here. And Whiten And Whiten will score for New South Wales. Jack Whiten in his first game at 5'8" for the Blues. And it's the first try of the second half, and it's now 10-8 to the Blues with a kick to come. Bill Street, did you see the UFC fighter from Sydney say to Joe Rogan where he won Asher and Joe was stunned with no idea what it meant? Oh, yeah, fucking... The guy from Mount Druitt. Oh, I know who you mean, yeah. So Isaiah Yeo, it's just a good pass down to the wing, and Whiten dummies and spots a big gap that was put in there between Bingago, and a brilliant run there. Did you go to it, Arden? I didn't go to it, but I did see like clips of his interview from the after fight. I like a little bit where he goes like, a lot of people say Whiten had a shit series, but I thought he wasn't bad. I think he's playing better than he is at club level. 100%. I mean, Canberra's a bit of a in just shit. Not shambles, but it's like there's a lot of back locker room issues. I didn't watch the fight personally. OCFO. So now, 9 minutes gone in the second half. Jack Whiten gets a try. 10-8 with a kick to come. This kick will make it a 4-point lead for New South Wales. So there's a big kick here now for Latrell. And Latrell nails it. It's 12 points to 8. 30 minutes remaining in this game. And we're back to ads, yeah. Wow, I'm on the screen. That's sick. Yeah. Hell yeah, Ethan. So, Queensland, could you stream something tomorrow, please? I don't think anything's on, unfortunately, for because I know there's no NRL games on tomorrow. So here's the first tackle. Tom Travojevic now on the 10. Now Payne Haas now on the 20 for the second tackle. And Tom's still cut from above his eye. Whiten holding onto the ball there. Gets brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. White now gives it off to Latrell. Latrell trying to break through here. It'll get brought down on the 45 inside of the Queensland half for the fourth tackle. Bro, could have live chart. There is AFL. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually working, I just realised. Unfortunately, tomorrow. I will stream like all the games on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know about Friday. Oh, it's better back here. Addo Carr's gotten the ball. And that should be the last tackle. So it's a change over here for Queensland. The fuck's going on? Just find a place and play. Now that is the Hammer on the 15 for the first tackle. And now is that AJ Brimson? It is AJ Brimson now on the 20 for the second. And here's the big 20. Thomas Flegler getting his debut for Queensland. Did you cut your power? No, I did not, unfortunately. Cherry Evans now gets wrapped up. He gets a pass off now to Dane Gagai. I don't know what a power is, mate, unfortunately. So fourth tackle now. Queensland on halfway. Given up, that's the number 16. That is Fudd now. 40 metres away from the try line. Last tackle for Queensland. And there's the... Oh! Munster getting taken out there. And there's some handbags because Munster... But I can't. Can you say my name? Osifa Taylor, Tupuwanai, Tia Matuvi, Tavoy. Now Brian Toa now making it to the 30 for the third tackle. Coruscant now playing. So here comes Tom Trbojevic. And it's going to be a penalty to New South Wales for a high shot. Bro, you know I can't say the name quickly in this state. Yeah, it was a high shot there by Papali'i on Tom Trbojevic, so it's going to be a penalty. Do you stream every rugby game? I try to get as many as possible. Of some that I can. So it's a kick there. So New South Wales will get the ball 25 metres away from the try line here for this set of 6. Now Crichton. On the 20 now. Now here's Payne Haas now. Inside the 10. Or on the 10 exactly for the second tackle. So Papali is on report from that tackle. Pass to Moses. Now that's to Tarek Sims. It's 5 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle. Ethan players, thank you for the sub. Payne Haas now just short of the line now. 3-way. Ben Hunt just jammed Latrell. And it's a knock on there by New South Wales. Do you brush your teeth or not? Yeah, of course, mate. So here's his first tackle now for Queensland from that knock on by Latrell. So it looks like apparently... Oh! Flagler meeting, I believe that's Cameron... Oh, it's number 17 of Liam Martin. Apparently it says Ben Hunt may have hurt himself, unfortunately, from making that tackle with Latrell. So now, on the 25 now. And the Pongas pass. Queensland still playing with the ball. Last tackle now. That's AJ Brimson in the tackle. On the 35, last tackle for Queensland. There's a kick from Cherry Evans. And Odo Carr has tried to catch and he's knocked the ball out. That's unfortunate for Odo Carr, but now potential here for Queensland. And now that's number 16. That is Fodawaker. On the 20 now. And there is the second tackle now for Queensland. On the 10. It's going to be a set restart like they said. Fucking hell, Ben Hunt. Holy shit. Fucking hell. So now here's the first tackle for Queensland now. 5 metres away. It's number 8. It's Christian Welch. Cherry Evans. Off to Munster. Down the line to Gagai. He gets a pass off to the number 12 of Kafusi. And Kafusi will get brought down 5 metres away from the try line on the second tackle. Flagler, short of the line. And Fodawaker. So third tackle now for Queensland. So Cherry Evans gives it off to Gagai. Tries to get an offload off to the number 5 of Coates. And it's another set restart. I think I'm still behind here. Flagler now with the ball. Able to get brought down for the second tackle on the 10. And Cherry Evans. You've missed 2 set restarts. No, and it's a fucking try Queensland, okay. And Ben Hunter scored, so Queensland are now ahead. No, they've tied it, but it's going to kick over the head. A definite try that Queensland definitely needed. So now, with this conversion, this will put, and it's a fairly simple conversion, and it'll put New South Wales, Queensland actually 2 points ahead, 14-12. The thing I don't get understand is this: where was this passion from Queensland from the first two games? I don't get it. Thank you, Carrie, for the nice comment. What's your favourite rugby team? That'd be the Newcastle Knights. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, I forgot what you meant. I thought you meant I didn't call the 2 set restarts. Forgot about this. And there's a conversion. It is now 14-12 to Queensland. I think Queenslanders are beside themselves because they've scored double digits. So, last 20 minutes can be very, very interesting. Queensland plays our positions and the wrong players in the team. Did you see Australia versus France? No, I didn't. I know it was close and France won. I believe it was a very close game. Now Christian Welch now gets brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. Flagler now will get brought down. Will get dragged back past to the 10 now. Now Ben Hunt's given an offload now to the number 11 to Kurt Capewell. They're going to be tackled on the 40 for the third tackle. New South Wales are on the right. I don't know what's happening here. New South Wales are just... And it's a knockdown by the Blues. Can Munster just fuck off? Like, seriously. Cole Feldt should never have in team. Like, Munster's just a shit cunt, honestly. All he does is just get into people's fucking faces for no reason. It's like, I like a lot of the Queensland, but it's just Munster just fucks me off, man. So it's chased down there by New South Wales. So Queensland will get a scrum feed. I believe it's on their 40. 45, actually. So there's Munster now on the first tackle. And now it's Christian Welch. Munster is a fucknut. That ball's gone backwards, but he's already on the ground, so I don't know. The fuck is Cherry Evans doing? You trying to grab one? Is the score real? Yes it is. Queensland are winning. So Flegler now with the ball. Now 35 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. Cherry Evans. It's a play here. Now Ponga trying to get to Gagai. And Gagai will get held up 25 metres away from the try line. They're going to try to switch to the other side here. Brimson gets it off to the Hammer. And the Hammer's been held up 10 metres over the try line. Last tackle here for Queensland. And it's a knock on there by Queensland. It's gone out, so it's going to be a 20-metre restart. New South Wales under the pump. Everyone on this fucking earth hates DC. I actually don't mind Cherry Evans, to be completely honest. So New South Wales, they need to get some momentum back here because Queensland have definitely shown up to play here. And now New South Wales on halfway now for the third tackle. And then New South Wales getting going down the short side. It's Tedesco. It's 35 metres off the try line. It's actually the third tackle now for New South Wales. Now Payne Haas now. 25 metres off the try line for the fourth tackle. Now Latrell just breaks into the thing there. 5 metres over the try line. Last tackle for New South Wales. It's a high kick. Trebojevic tries to get a catch and a pass back, but it's been catched by a Queensland player. And now it's the Hammer now who gets brought down on the 15 for the second tackle. What am I drinking? Stacey, I am drinking Nelson County. Now Flegler gets out up to the 25 now for the fourth tackle. They're going to go down the line. Ponga now. Ponga has run through a gap here. He's on the 50. He's through. And he's going to try. Oh, it's... Oh. And it's a 6 to go to... Oh, my God. It's a fucking try. Oh, so Queensland have apparently scored. Oh yeah, Queensland have got the pass out. And he gets it to Hunt, and Hunt will score again. If it was the Blues, it would have been brought on. The thing I don't get is, where the fuck was this for game 1 and 2? Ben Hunt's the man of the match. Yeah. So Ponga breaks through here from the line. He gives the pass off to bounce. Goes backwards. So all it took for Queensland to potentially beat New South Wales is get their good players in. Is to get Ponga in. It was for the New South Wales to play without Luai and Cleary. Queensland didn't have this team for the first 2 games. That is true. That's true, and it's like... But the thing is, though, the only players they've really added is Ponga and the Hammer of to buy Fido. And Flegler. Flegler's been alright. So now this kick, it's going to be very important. But I think it's like relatively near in front, so Queensland will take an 8-point lead. So there's the kick. It's 20 points to 18 for Queensland. Hunt knew what the other 13 Dragons were doing. I don't think it's even just saying Cleary makes a difference, but it's just like... Because this team was obviously built around Cleary. Of course it was. And with Luai, it's like... Because they're playing with the Panthers thing, but with this you got a 5'8" who's playing for Canberra and a halfback who's playing for Para. I honestly think if Queensland get one more try, it's over. I'll just say that. So 15 tackle, that's the first try on the 15 now for Queensland. So So on the 25 now for the second tackle. Queensland definitely have the momentum now. And that was an attempted 40-20 there by kick from Queensland. And Munster has kicked it out on the full. So New South Wales will get the ball back. So that's New South Wales will get the ball 30 metres away from the try line. And Murray almost breaking through there, so he's now on the 20 for the first tackle. So now that's Finucane, 5 metres away from the try line. And it's going to be a set restart now. Paulo with the ball, 5 metres away. This will be the first tackle. Where's Nathan? Nathan did a shoulder injury in his in game 2. So this is second tackle, 15 minutes away from the try line now for New South Wales. This is Murray. Oh yeah, it's 2-6 again. Sims now fourth tackle. They're 5 metres away from the try line now. Paulo. Murray now. Last tackle, 5 metres away. Coruscant. It's a grubber kick. It's a kick. It's tackle 1. It's a set restart. Oh yeah, but that's not a set restart. That's a because it was played at. So To'o now trying to break through. 3 metres away from the try line now. Second tackle here for New South Wales. Just short line now. Third tackle for New South Wales. Paulo now. Just short of the line. Fourth tackle. Tedesco trying to break through, but he doesn't get the offload right. Fifth top. Last tackle here for New South Wales. It's a kick there by Moses. Tom gives a pass off to the number 17 of Martin. That's going to go down to the other side here. Moses with the grubber. And it's going to be a try. It's to upper side Coruscant. And Gagai's getting... Fuck me, Gagai. What the fuck, bro? So they're going to check this to see if upper side Coruscant was onside. Bro, you're late. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's exactly going on, but... So there's a kick up the end. So he passes it off. It gets to Moses. Oh, he's on. He's clearly onside. I was here for the first stream. Glad Queensland finally in the lead. That's definitely a try. And that's just not me saying it to be impartial. Coruscant is onside. So Apia Coruscant gets the try. I will say, this has actually been a very good game for Origin, I will say though. So, kick is good up. Yeah, it must be, because it's now 18-20. So now with 10 minutes remaining, it is a 2-point game, but in State of Origin Game 3. There's the kick right down the middle. That's actually a very interesting stat there. So apparently every single conversion has gone through in this series so far. Hello, Shannon Humphries. So here's the kickoff now. 10 minutes remaining. So there's the kickoff there from Queensland. So for Nukin. So second tackle now, they're on the 20. So here's the tackle now, it's on the 30 now for the for New South Wales. Big charge now for New South Wales. They're on the 40 now, still inside their half, however. Now Tedesco gets brought down on halfway for the fifth tackle. Now Moses with the kick. Now Ponga takes the catch and Ponga will be brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. So second tackle now for Queensland. They're on the 25. Third tackle now. They're on the 35 now, Queensland. Gagai's still going here. So Gagai will get brought down for the last tackle. 45 metres away from the try line. Cherry Evans now with a grubber kick. Straight to Brian Toa on the 15. So 25 metres away. On the 25 metre was the first tackle. So the second tackle is on the 35. So Junior Paulo with a big charge now makes it to the 45 for the third tackle. They're going to go down the right side here. That's Tedesco, who makes it past halfway. So 45 metres away from the try line. It's the fourth tackle. Now Tom Trbojevic now tries to break through. He's run through a gap here. And that's been battered down by Ponga. So it should be New South Wales ball and it's a set restart. So 15 metres over the try line now. That's a zero tackle for New South Wales. Now Tom Trbojevic again now. First try, 5 metres away from the try line. Going to go down to the left. That's Junior Paulo. Tries to get an offload. Pat it down again. And New South Wales still got the ball. I don't know how we kept it on that. Whiten. Finucane now, 5 metres away from the try line. Third tackle. Paulo. And it's another set restart now for New South Wales. No, this is a zero. It's going to be another. Surely there's going to be a penalty at some point. That's like... Oh, hang on. Tedesco gives it off to Tom Trbojevic. He'll get brought down on the 10 for the second tackle. Moses. To Latrell. Latrell trying to break through. Tries to get an offload off. 5 metres away from the try line. Fourth tackle. No, it's a third tackle, sorry. Tedesco now with a grubber. Oh, a bit of tamballs, but it's going to be a goal line drop out to Queensland. Looking at the contact on Liam Martin, could there be a potential penalty here for an obstruction? They're trying to see if it's an escort from Cameron Munster on Liam Martin. So it's play on, so it's going to be a goal line dropout to Queensland. Wow. Who's got the ball? It's going to be New South Wales' ball from this goal line dropout. Maybe a 2-point field goal? Yeah, maybe. So there's the kick there from Queensland. So that's Dal Finucane now. He gets the ball for the first tackle. I believe he's 35 metres away from the try line. Now that's Cameron Murray now on the 30 for the second tackle. Paulo gives it down the line. Tedesco. Tedesco will get brought down on the 20 for the third tackle. Now Finucane now. Fourth tackle. 15 metres away from the try line. Finucane now. Last tackle. 10 metres out. It's a kick by Moses. Trying to bet back it. It's a knock on by New South Wales. So first tackle here for Queensland now. There's the second now for Queensland now. They're on the 20. Gagai now. Gagai now getting brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. Coates gets brought down on the 35. Now Tino now, right on halfway now. Last tackle here for Queensland. There's 3.5 minutes remaining. Adokar with the take. And he'll get brought down on the 10. Now Tom Trebojevic will get brought down on the 10. Toa now with a step. Can he try to break through? Coates will bring him down. It's a brilliant tackle there by Coates. Third tackle now, just shy of the 30 for New South Wales. Sims now. So continuing for the fourth tackle. Tedesco. Last tackle here for New South Wales. Oh! That's fucking hell. Holy shit. Penalty New South Wales. That was a massive high shot. Christian Welch. Holy shit. What are New South Wales doing? New South Wales are kicking for the 2 from halfway. Does the game end at 80 minutes? Yes, Hydro. What is going on? He's missed it. It's short. I mean, yes, it does. I'm so confused. It's a 6 again. I mean, it doesn't matter. Queensland have won. I mean, looked like it went over. It was just short. I mean, that's... Why would you go for the 2 there? So last tackle for Queensland. So New South Wales will get the ball. So the siren has sounded, and there's going to be a biff. Queensland have been fucking grubs all fucking game. Queensland have won the game. But it doesn't mean shit. So, that is the strangest 2 minutes of a game I've ever seen. And the crowd goes mild. So Queensland have won the game. I'm sorry. I'm actually so confused at... So why would New South Wales go for the 2 then? Ugh. So Queensland did win, but I mean, the series has already been wrapped up for New South Wales. But I don't know why would Latrell decide to do that. Because if he makes the kick, then New South Wales have to get the ball down the field and go for a field goal. Why not just go for the try? I don't get it. He should have gone for a kick to touch. Yeah. New South Wales used lost. Kylie, I hate to break it to you, but what's the series? What's the series score? I can say whatever the fuck I want. I can blame it on this. So, it was. Don't get me wrong. It was a fantastic game. Queensland finally showing up in the series. Good for them. It's just, I'm just so confused. I'm just going to check on the Facebook for the NRL or what they're saying. It's Patrick Bateman again with the gloves. This was a chance to start a Blues dynasty, but now this happened. Why wasn't Tommy Turbo just dummy when he threw instead of the past. Do you think moving the Origin next year to Optus Stadium in Perth or Suncorp Stadium? Personally, for the thing is, though, is like because Queensland had all 3 games in Queensland, I feel like for next season the thing should be they should have all 3 games in New South Wales, but I don't know. I think most of the Blues players just had a very off night. I feel like definitely the injury to Cleary and Luai definitely threw a spanner in the works, but they did all right. I mean, Queensland only just beat us, but it was a good game. Lockyer with the serial killer gloves. It must be freezing. I doubt New South Wales was trying their asses off. Yeah. But the thing, it's just that in my personal opinion, it should have been Reynolds. Reynolds should have played over Moses. In my personal opinion, it's just. But fair play to Queensland, they definitely did step up. They did get the win. It was going to be a clean sweep. Smiling because he might have kept his job. Yeah, that's true. Yep, he's definitely kept his job. So, we're basically just going to stay here till they lift the New South Wales lifts the series trophy, and they announce who the player of the series was, because it should be Latrell Mitchell, but Reynolds, yes, hindsight is the clearest vision. It is, but it's like, even when the decision was announced, a lot of people were saying, why wasn't Reynolds picked? I will say, in terms of man of the match for this game, Ben Hunt, 100%. Played a fantastic game. You think it'll be Turbo? Yeah, it's definitely between Latrell and Turbo for player of the series, but for this game, definitely Ben Hunt. Queensland did do better. I became a New South Wales 3 years ago to piss off some school friends. I'm a Kiwi. So basically, the attitude on Facebook is like, Queensland really did lock down New South Wales. I mean, they only won by 2. It was still close. Queensland celebrating like they just. Basically, the overall attitude is that this was a good game. Surprisingly, really disappointed that we lost those. Yeah, but that's cricket. Why does everyone talk about gloves and killers? It's because Lockyer and Cameron Smith are wearing these very black leather gloves where they're holding the mics. Andrew and Brad have spent years working with Moses, so I think that's why he got picked. That's true. Who do you think will win the grand final? Oh, I have no idea. NRL did moving games 18 rounds in Queensland last week, bro. That is true. I think the grand final will I don't even think. I think Storm will probably win. No. I know that this may not be necessarily used for next year for Origin, but what do you think about taking State of Origin to Tasmania? What's their biggest stadium? Isn't it like where the Cricket's played? For Tasmania's biggest stadium. I think it's what is it? University of Tasmania Stadium. It holds 20,000 people, But the problem, but the big problem is though, is that it is an oval, but I mean it hasn't really stopped him. Oh, in Hobart, yeah. The stadium where the Hurricanes play. I don't know the name of it. I know this has nothing to do with the Australians, but what's your thoughts on the All Blacks? I mean, the All Blacks are the All Blacks. They are the top dogs when it comes to rugby. It's like, I know there's a rivalry, but you got to respect them for being how dominant they are. So, but no, big respect. So basically, I think they're going to take an ad break, then they're going to come back with the ceremony where New South Wales lifts the trophy, wins the series. And hey, the stream stayed up. It didn't get cut off. Let's go. Big ups. Can we get some pockers in chat? Let's go. So, Ponga with a brilliant performance. Really good plays, I will say. Hunt played amazing. I definitely think Queensland definitely deserved to win that match. I will definitely say. A very good stream, bro. Thank you, National Sports Loaded. I do want to make this a thing where don't think many people in Australia care about rugby. Only private school boys, as it not as popular as it was 10, 20 years ago. Yeah. To be completely honest, I haven't paid that much attention to it. Like, I think the last, Wallabies game that I watched in full was the 2015 Rugby World Cup, where obviously the Kiwis won in England at Twickenham. I'm sorry, fucking what? He's not a doctor, he's an alien? What? Holy shit. What is Channel 9 putting up on the TV? It's like it's Doctor, Resident Alien. Oh, it's a doctor, oh, Bazinga, he's an alien. Like, what the fuck? Okay, can't stand rugby, it's slow, lots of kicking and no one plays it all. I know mates who play rugby and it's a very... It's like, I like all sports, just watch it. Do you like Channel 9 or Channel 7? I think if I had to make a prediction, it probably would be Channel 9 because of, I think Origin should move to Melbourne Cricket Ground. I mean, yeah, it will definitely be back in Melbourne. But one thing I do want to happen is they should have an Origin game in New Zealand. I mean, it's like, why not? It's like spread the game out. It's like they genuinely... It's like they had an Origin game in America back in the 80s. It's like why not? Have a game at Eden Park. Or Mount Smart. They just do it. Like, get in it. Oh god, they like cramping these ads in, don't they? But 9, 10, 7, ABC, SBS, that order. I actually don't watch TV much anymore. I literally only watch, I get most of my stuff from, YouTube, Netflix, or just streaming services. That's what it is. Dr. Death is on. Dr. Death, that just sounds like a watered-down version of bloody Dexter. Oh, yeah, okay, there's the ad. Yeah, it's a serious, If Moses would have taken the shot to take the 2, do you think he will get it more than Latrell? Probably not. I don't think it's it's a 50 meter, anything could happen. It's it was on target, it just was a meter, 2 meters short. So I feel like at that point it's just it's up to the elements. In my honest, it's just, I feel like they should have just kicked it down. Because all that would have done, they would have tied the game. But if they kicked it down to, say, the 10 or 20, have a 6 tackle set, and get the try, they would have won the game. But, what can you say? It's, So here we go. So they're coming back from the ad break. So hopefully we find out who gets the player of the match, of the series. And that's the thing though, like during Queensland's 8 years of dominance, they only swept New South Wales once. So there's only been 7 in Origin history.
And welcome to the Ampol State of Origin post-match presentation. What a great game we've seen tonight between the Queensland Maroons and the Bryden's Lawyers New South Wales Blues. And what a fantastic series we've witnessed.
Who got man of the match for Queensland? We don't know.
Please welcome our official
The fucking Bryden Lawyers. This was Bruce. Wally.
and Australian Rugby League Commissioners Professor Megan Davies and Kate Jones. It gives me great pleasure tonight to announce the Wally Lewis Player of the Series, who will receive his medal from his
Here we go. Player of the series.
The 2021 Wally Lewis Player of the Series is Tom Trbojevic.
Okay, Tom Trbojevic gets the player of the series. I mean, he obviously does deserve it, but in my opinion, I think Latrell deserved it a bit more. But yeah, big ups for Latrell and to Turbo as well.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to the state government. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to the state government to doing what it took to make this game happen. Secondly, to the major sponsors, especially Ampol. Couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you. To Queensland, I want to say thank you for the series.
What's your favourite stadium? My favourite stadium is actually Hampton Park in Scotland.
Yeah, disappointing one tonight, but it's been an absolute pleasure doing this with you.
Oh yeah, it's marketing down now. You're right,
Big thank you to
Bill.
you guys. Couldn't have done it without you. All the best, guys.
Full credit to the boys. Full 80 minutes.
Thank you, Tom, and congratulations on a great series. Now, please welcome to the stage our runner-up captain to say a few words, Daly Cherry Evans.
You can tell the Blues fans stayed back.
Well done to New South Wales on winning this series. Well done, lads. Just played awesome. Just want to thank the NRL, all the governments for getting these games on. They've done fantastic.
Best small stadium in Australia is Wynn. Yeah, that's a good one. I do like the Central Coast Stadium.
Series it has been for New South Wales. Please welcome to the stage the winning captain, James Tedesco.
Big ups to Desco. Big ups.
Firstly, I want to thank Ampol and all the NRL sponsors for getting this on. All the state governments for letting us play in front of live crowds. Queensland boys, too good for us tonight. Thank you for the series. You showed how good of a team you can be, so look forward to next year. To my boys, all the staff, everyone that's worked so hard, Freddie, all the coaches, all these boys, love these boys, just came together so well, loved every camp.
You got man of the match for Queensland. I don't think they announced it, but I would think it'd be Hunt.
I know it's hard having 3 games in Queensland. For all the Blues fans here tonight, thank you. And everyone back home, all our family, friends, everyone in lockdown in Sydney, everyone in home in New South Wales that couldn't come to our games, thank you. This one's for you. Well, thank you, Teddy.
I don't know.
Raise the Ampol State of Origin Shield.
He's lifted it.
Please thank our official partner. That's the end of the presentation, and also
That's the end of the. Oh, the stream's cut off. There we are. New South Wales have won the State of Origin. Moses finally won a cup. Yep. So, yeah, I don't know who. Do they? I'm just gonna hang on. I'm gonna open a different tab to see if they've put up who the man of the match was for game for the third game. To go onto Facebook, I'm just doing it a different tab so I don't dox myself. NRL fight. Oh, I haven't put anything up. Nothing's been put up yet. The NRL haven't even put up who got the player of the series yet. Man, Tedesco looked invested when he gave a speech. We definitely didn't deserve that. Yeah. So, we just ticked over 3 hours of streaming. That's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you all very much for coming out and joining us. Has been a blast. The plan is I can't do any of the 2 games on Fridays, unfortunately, because of work obligations. But I should be able to do all 3 games on Saturday and Sunday. I might be able to do a Super League. There's a Super League game on the Friday morning, so I should be able to do that. But anyways, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all later.